Everybody. Greetings, screeners and meaners, and addition to Check It If Collected, and today we're going to be checking out JJ01 NBK1 Green and NBK Yellow. That's right, screeners and meaners, this is Scrapper, if you guys do not know. Alright, let's go ahead and back this thing up a bit and hop right into this. And that's right, this is for the Not Devastators popular set that's been out as of late, and we're going to show the difference. And just to let you guys know, yes, I do have the translucent on the way. Look for that for the up-to-date in the future, and we're going to hop right into this. Alright, let's bring them down. And here we go. Before we bring down the buckets, right now this has a stiff joint, and you bring them down here stiff. Now you're going to notice that on the yellow, which has more of an updated version than it does on the green. These are much more loose. Literally, I pressed that down and it went completely down. This is built much more sturdier than this is, and these are both NBKs. Now I'm assuming, I believe there's probably some updated joints and ratchets and stuff, or whatever the deal may be, since they went ahead and came out with the yellow of sort, or whatever the deal may be. A little bit more detail on that as well too. We're going to get into that later, but we're not gonna do that, whatever the deal may be. All right, we're going to go right over here to the JJ5, and we're going to pull that up here first. I'm going to bring here and right here, to let you guys know, the bucket arms have ratchets in them. Very soft ratchets, but nonetheless stiff, if you guys can see that. A little bit better than what we have here from NBK. So the JJ, if I'm not mistaken, is Jin Zhang, probably, if that's the name, if I'm saying it correctly, is it's got a little bit more sturdiness built into the other ones than they do. So I'm not sure if they're the same company, or maybe a certain division, or the same floor that was built on. I'm not exactly sure, but that's them up close right here, and that's what we're going to look at right now. All right. And this is all three of them. Now the main thing that I want to check and show you guys first up is the color. That's right, because there are two different colors out there. This is here, again, from the JJ brand, or who's making them, is a little bit more simpler than it is from NBK. Sometimes they have a little more detail, sometimes not, but to get into show you right now, you have these push pins in here, points right here. Yes, it's not the best look for the Transformer overall, and some people have critiques and stuff, but they do a nice job hiding it. This actually is a painted piece, if you can see right there on top of the mold, that they kind of put in there. And you can go over it with a sticker or a marker or whatever of sort if you want stuff, but again, they have a little bit more detail going into that and stuff. We're going to move out the way in here, and we're going to bring in the NBK01. And then you have like here stuff, and you have the wheels, which is pretty cool, and the wheels are not rubber, they are hard plastic. All right, and also we're going to go around to the back here. If I show the back there, here they got the little exhaust and stuff. We're going to get into weapons in just a second. I just want to show you guys right now how that looks, so you know what to look for in the colors and stuff. So there is a color difference. All right, so be careful on what you buy. All right, we're going to bring it in here, which is, I believe, the first wave, which this point here is a little bit more soft, and this does have a weapon, but it's just off to the side right now. I took it off because I was actually trying to transform him a little bit better set, and essentially that is what you're getting and what you're looking at. All right, and again, this is much more stiff than this is. Maybe over time this will get a little loose, I'm not exactly sure, but at that same time, it's whatever. Now, with that being said, and the difference in detail, here's the thing. There's some points here which is virtually, they are identical, but there's some points here that, if you actually can look at, it is a little bit more better in stiffness. Now, I don't know if it's picking up on camera, which it probably won't, but right here, if you can actually see right here in the back, they look like they did a better job here on the lights they do on the left than they did on the right. I mean, that's just me, certain critiques and stuff from there, little things that I noticed versus the other one, and which makes me think there's two different waves out there and stuff. But then again, at the end, there's probably the same mold. They just probably, you know, probably upgraded on some certain areas and such. Okay, all right, check out the bottom here. See, they have their own logo, and as you can see right here, this plastic here has a little bit more of the dots on there. If you guys can see it, it's coming up on camera, and with here it's kind of a little bit more shaved. It's little details that you'll pick up on. Just with both of them that's going on and stuff. And the plastic looks a little more shinier than that is and stuff. But it might be different than it is for me that is for you and stuff. But virtually they are identical right down to the weapon. Alright, move back to the side here. Let's go to the bottom of the JJ here. And you can see journal where they get their inspiration from off that. So, alright, let's go ahead, push these back here to the side here. And let's go ahead and bring in Hasbro Scrapper. Hey, man, he looks kind of compact compared to the other ones. All right, let's go and bring in TFC's knockoff, or which I don't know what they're trying to go with it, Scrapper. All right, I have no idea what's going over here. Yeah. So, anyways, all right. Enough about all that. Let's go and get rid of these two and get these weapons looked at. Okay, JJ, you are first. All right. Right now, first up, just to let you guys know, JJ comes with an extension, or you can blaster, or however you want to use it in your world, as far as imagination goes, what this is supposed to be. And he does come with this pretty cool weapon here, this pretty cool sword, and it can attach here to it. I'm sorry, it's the wrong side. You put it here any way you wish. It could be like a staff here. Blaster type weapon, and it can fit here as well too. This will get in the way, so you know it's how you want to have it unique. And anybody that got the knockoff combiner of the Dinobots, this was like the main weapon they had, and I'm pretty sure there's some other ones as well too. All right, and here's the blaster here. Let's go ahead and bring in NBK's blaster, and if you can see it, it looks generally is almost identical. I mean, it's seriously just right there, almost identical. So yeah, so anyways, move to the side here, and this blaster is the same as this one. Here, let me show you guys. All right, there you go. Move this out the way. That's it, and that's them all together. Just so you guys know, just so you see, you guys are aware that is virtually almost identical. It's what your preference would be. Is pretty much about it with the blasters, and that's pretty much how that goes about that. Go ahead and check this out as far as it goes for the height. See what you're getting yourself into, guys. All right, yeah, you're gonna have that there. Okay, and you see right now clearly what they go through. It's about 3.5 inches, maybe 4 on that tip. And then you want to bring in Hasbro Scrapper and also TFC's knockoff Scrapper. And then you have the idea difference from that. And while we have those all up there, let's go ahead and get to that human to transformer or vehicle size by size comparison. Okay, screeners and meters, there you have it. C3 construction, mega blocks, looks like he's shooting a fireball, and you have Lego Shima. Yes, so that's them, and that's what look, and I think that's a pretty good scale, maybe a little bit bigger, and that's it. And speaking of bigger, because a lot of clutter going on there, just want to let you guys know they are coming out with an oversized version. So if you're looking to buy these and you're looking to get into these NBK and the JJs, let you know right now they are coming out with oversized versions. I do not know how long it's going to take them, because sometimes they end up taking extra long to come out with that one last or two last part, but they are running with sets. They are running with sets right now. I do not know if I can leave a link in both before in the what you call it, but if you want to know, I will probably put in the comments and stuff. I don't want to have any more copyright issues and stuff. That's the story for another time. And let's go and hop into what they are in their combine mode. Okay, screeners and meaners, let's go and get to these things transformed into bot mode. Okay, screeners and meaners, and here they are finally in their bot mode. And yeah, JJ is a lot taller. I mean, almost a full inch. And we are going to bring in we're going to bring in, excuse me, I hope I'm not coming out with something, but yeah, excuse me, but yeah, kind of weird how he's not really standing the way he's supposed to, but we're gonna leave that there and stuff. But bring in the ruler here and look at that. Man, oh man. So the JJ1 and versus the NBK ones have about almost a foot, almost an inch of a difference. Really tight joints. Really impressed with the joints, how stiff they are and stuff. And they have like a mechanism where this is actually backwards. I'm not sure if I'm making a mistake or not, but the way it is, it looks like that might be right for the transformation. All right, we're going to bring in our human to bot size by size comparison, which is pretty cool. That's almost accurate, even though the Constructicons may send a little bit taller. Not Hasbro version, but just in general in life size, what you actually say. And yeah, all right, put these out the way. All right, screeners and meaners, we are going to bring in the original, which I guess would be Scrapper, right? I'm not exactly sure. Yes, it's Scrapper. Scrapper, yes, because long haul we did and stuff, whatever. And then here we have Scrapper. Now, with that being said, screeners and meaners, you can already see right now how the height difference looks. Where, I don't know, that one comes closer to that, but with this one being on the side the way they are, you know, this one stands a little bit shorter. NBK. So, and then you have JJ, which have a little bit of height difference, just a tad bit, not much of that. And just to bring in this one to the side there, you kind of can see where that goes in it. Man, I am very interested to see how when all of them actually come out and to actually see what it is. And before we go any further and stuff, and I can't help but mention, you've probably seen in the comments, there is oversized versions coming out of, I believe, Gen Pow's doing their version, but they're going to be based on, I'm going to say, whichever one you want to say, they're kind of based on each other. So that's going to come out there. And I'm very interested to see how they're going to actually be, because the oversized is probably going to be a massive devastator. So we're going to bring some of the bots here and move this version of Scrapper out. All right, screeners, and we're going to bring in another version of Scrapper. This is the TFC knockoff version of it. Very cheap design, very poor design, and it is absolutely horrible. So if you happen to see these over here, I bought this, actually the whole set for for about $35, if that, was shipping and handling. But I mean, this is, I wouldn't even buy that. I don't even know if I can use that for parts for other bots. But just so you guys know, and you can see right now, move that over to the side, shame on me. TFC knockoff version of it or whatever. I think he does do some other things, like this part splits apart, like if it ends up being like a weapon or something. Yeah, it's, you know, it's ridiculous. It's a very shady gimmick. But again, enough about all that. But let's go and get some other bots in here so we can see what we're working with on this point. This is knockoff Drift Oversized Deluxe Hasbro Generations Brainstorm, which is really cool. I like this one. Italian Prime. That's out in stores or in Walgreens. I think it's a Walgreens exclusive, if I'm not mistaken, and stuff. But he's a very slender Prime. Very not Prime-ish. Titans Returns. Blur. Alright. It's cool. I like that. Ultra Class Skyfall. See that? I think that works a little bit. Kind of does. But I would like to see the oversized version of them. I think that's going to be looking real cool. Voyager Oversized Hound. Which that looks really awesome. I really dig how they're looking, because that version of Hound is really, really cool. I like that. I'm actually really digging this Hound. I'm so glad I bought him. Leader Class Armadatron. Got a few mocks on him that I gave him. But not like commercial mocks. Just thing I have on my own. It's just a construct hammer, because it, you know, or mace or whatever that is, whatever. It just fits him well. And that's pretty much about it, screen meters. Okay. Without further ado, you know you have more to view. So let's see what these things can do. Almost forgot. Sorry, that completely almost slipped my mind, and there was a lot to cover, and I did not cover the most important thing more than anything else, is articulation. You have the bend in the knee. All right, you have to come down. You have the feet that switch all the way around. You do have swivel, of course, in the leg of the thigh. All right, you have swivel in the waist. All right, the arms do go all the way around. All right, you do have turn in also right above the forearm. The fists are on a ball joint, so you can get some range of motion in there, but I wouldn't go too much because they might break. Of course, all this, let's put this back here. All right, and the head is on a ball joint, does go all the way around, complete 360. It does go to the side, left and right. All right, so it's kind of shadowed and everything. But then you have the bucket here, which you can kind of store things in there, whether it be a weapon and stuff, whatever the deal may be, if you're looking to have that. Just to give you heads up and stuff, and that's pretty much about it. The bucket does go on and up and down and stuff. You can get actually full articulation motion and stuff like it is a real loader. And that's how it goes from there. And put this foot down and back. Hopefully it stays up. All right. He did, and we're going to leave him because the green's been falling about 40 times. And actually, you know what we're going to do is this. We're going to take this, put this down here, and then see if he stands. And that's what we're going to do. That's how it's going to work. All right, and then you have JJ here. JJ has in the legs no swivel. All right, it is on a ball joint with kind of a ratchet going on and stuff. I'm not sure if that's a double mechanism thing. I'm not exactly sure. The foot do go all the way around and stuff. It does go left and right, so you can do like a pretty cool kick. And he does have bending knee, but it does stop it there. But you can kind of hyperextend it when it comes to that about there. All right, again, I don't know if I'm mistransforming or not, but you can see on the side there where it doesn't have any other way they can kind of do it. All right, does not have any waist swivel whatsoever. No, he does have a rocking left or right, kind of, but that's as to transformation. Whatever from there. The arm goes all the way around 360, but the bucket will stop it. It is kind of on this ball joint. It comes around from there. Then he does have the bend to the arm, but it does happen to get stopped. But you can have him put this on the side if you wish. Put this down right there, and he also has the plug ports here that may stop him, but it can actually be used as a positive because it will hold him in one place in poses. Okay, his head is on a ball joint. It does go left and right and does go all around like 360, and that's pretty much about him. He can bend, and same with him, but his skirt does stop him from there on in, but he is much sturdier. All right, put it there. He stays in the middle. I'm gonna pin back up. Yeah, he does have a full like bend, so he can probably do like a front flip type thing and stuff or whatever. Okay, screeners and meters, I really didn't want to come back and bring this in, together and stuff, but right now in my arms and my eyes, I would have to say right now in my hands is that the JJ is actually winning because they're much more sturdier. They're limited more than they are, but these are very loose, and this is as loose as this now since I've been transforming them back and forth. Just want to give you guys a heads up so you guys will know, and that's pretty much about it. So sorry I didn't say this earlier about doing the articulation. Okay, screeners and meters, thanks so much for the watch. Do what you do as long as you do it well. JJ01 Network, and I'm out. Later. Let's go Olympics.